All you're going to need today are some basic things that you have in the convenience of your own home. I'll walk you through the movements for each of the exercises, and we'll get started today with warming up through our abs. We're going to start out by doing some abs, and then we're going to move on to lower body with targeted movements that include the use of just either your body weight or dumbbells and basic bands. Find a mat or carpet that you can use to protect your lower back. We're going to start by focusing on our diastatic abs. That's commonly known as the area that you have that would be like a pooch, or a targeted area for women after you've had either weight gain, pregnancy, surgery, back pain. So we'll lay on our backs, and we'll start with movements by simply walking our feet out, feeling your lower abs engage, and do 20 of those movements. Next, we're going to move on to bear, and we're going to hold that for a count of 3 to 5 seconds. We're going to do 5 rounds. Come to the ground, and with your lower abs engaged and your toes down, you're going to lift up. Return to the ground, and again lift up. And to the ground, lift up. Starting to feel your low abs. You can do basic bicycles, or advanced. "20 reps. Abs in. Really pull them in. While you're on your back, we're gonna do leg drops. You can put your hands under your back, and I want you to only drop your toes as far as you can while engaging your abs. So it looks like this. Beginners go here. Intermediate here. You're keeping a small range, and advanced go here. "20 reps. Your low back is in the ground. Now we're going to move on to lower body. Now that your abs have been engaged, they're turned on, you're ready to start to move into low body. We're going to start out with body weight squats. We're going to do 10. Squeeze. Push through your heels. Through your heels when you come up and squeeze. Your abs are still pulled in, targeting where we warmed up the low abs. Knees should not be over the toes like this. They should be back behind the toes. Really reaching back and squeeze. Now we're going to do reverse lunges. We're doing 10 on each side. Again, we're moving into the active part of the workout. 10 on each side. Here we go. Other side. All right, so make sure that you're stepping back far enough that your knees are not coming out over your toes. You should feel your pulse coming up and your body warming up. At this point, you have the option of picking up basic small weights. You can either use plates or dumbbells. I'm gonna go grab some plates to get started and then progress to move up to heavier dumbbells. So if you got 2 pounds or 3 pounds at home. All right, so we're gonna go back to the body squats you're familiar with. You're doing 10 with the weights on your shoulders. So if you have dumbbells, you know to just set them right in the little crook of your shoulders. 10. We're gonna move back into the lunges again with the weights on the shoulders, 10 on each side. At this point, I'm gonna pick up my heavier dumbbells. If you have things like a kettlebell, you could also pick up a kettlebell and hold it on the side of your leg or in the crook of your hip. So if you've got a kettlebell or a dumbbell that's heavier, then you can put it in the crook as you step up, and then you can alternatively put it up on your shoulder. I'm gonna grab my heavier weights now. Here we go, 10. Other side, 10. Make sure you're stepping back far enough. Try to bring that back knee down as low as you can. Two more. One more. Go ahead and put those down for a moment. Okay, the next movement we're gonna do, you can do with a band. So I have a fabric band. You don't have to use the ones that are fabric. They tend to be a little, if you've got the plastic bands at home, then I would suggest you pick up the heaviest of the plastic bands. You're gonna wanna find a place to sit down. So grab a chair. Position the band around the lower of your knees. And you're gonna keep the tension on permanently so your abs are in, okay? Abs are engaged, you've already warmed them up. Let's continue to work them. And you're gonna apply the pressure on the outside of the glute. And we're gonna do 15. I want you to keep the tension on at all times to make this really effective. The final one, I want you to hold it to 5, and you can do this. You should feel that. I want you to work your way up till you can do 30 of these seated. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do is if you have a bench at home or something you can step up onto, you could even skip some steps if you'd like, or if you have anything that, like a box you can step up onto, we're gonna do step ups on each leg. And we're gonna do a total of 20, so we'll be alternating legs. I'll show it to you on the stairs that I have over here. You can do this on the stairs at your house. Push up through your heels. so that your knees don't extend out over the toes. Two more. Switch sides. Reset your form so abs are in again. Take a look at where you're going to step back to and step up through the heel. All right, awesome. Grab the band. We're gonna do 30 this time. This is your final set. Abs in. You're warmed up. Let's put this thing in high gear. Get a drink of water and get ready to step back. You're doing 10 on each leg. Switch legs. Smile. Lock those abs in. Let's do this thing. If you haven't had a chance to check out on Instagram or on podcasts, check out the hosts of Our Sleeved Life, sending girls and women and men positive motivation. Move into the body squats. 10. Through the heels, squeeze. Return to the chair, grab your band. The bands are maybe $10 on Amazon for the plastic ones. You can work your way up, but I prefer you pick up the red plastic one to start, work your way up to the black one, and then move on to the fabric bands. I'm not just using any old band. I've been at this for a while, so I've got my favorites. I have a story that links my favorite on my page at Inspire Health for Life on Instagram, and on my YouTube videos where you can find more workouts. 3 more. You should feel that. Step ups with your heavy weights. We only have one more round after this to go all the way through. We'll be done and you should be sweating. You're starting to get tired. When you step back on the step and you go to step up, I don't want your knee over your toe. I want your knee back parallel with the heel, and I want you to push up through the heel. 10 on each side. If you need to look back, that's fine. If you can't do the steps yet, that's fine. And if you need to hold the back of a chair to simply steady yourself, even with just your body weight, that is fine too. We all start somewhere. Switch sides, lock in your form. It's about the quality, not the quantity. One more round, guys, and we are done. Body weight squats, 10. I want you to focus on mind-muscle connection. These are your last 10. I really want you to squeeze on the uptake. Seated with the band. Grab water if you need to. 30. Abs in. I'm going to do a special feature on how you can get rid of that pooch in an upcoming segment with the hosts of Our Sleeved Life. I'll give you nutritional tips, tricks, exercises that you can do to start to target that horrible, stubborn area. 8 more. Oh, last one, hold it, give me 5. This is it, I just want you to feel this. Abs in, you should feel it burning in the back of the glute. These things are amazing. One of my absolute favorite pieces. So be sure to check out that highlight and story. We're gonna step back and then we're gonna take it to the stairs to finish this off. So step back, we're doing 10 on each side. And I actually need to adjust the camera or I'm gonna fall into the hot tub. Here we go, 10 on each side. Let me know if you're sweating, because that's what I want. On the other side. I chose these reverse steps for a reason. They're way easier on the knees. Okay, take it to the steps. This is your final one. Let's do this thing. Stay tuned to the end. I'm going to give you some additional tips for recovery and what to eat after you work out. Keep the form. We only have 3 more. This is it, guys. Last one. All right. Join me over at the board. All right, you should be good and done, tired and sweaty, which is exactly what we were going for. So thank you for letting me host today's workout, Wonder Woman Wednesday. Over to Inspire Health for Life on both Instagram and also YouTube to find more tips on nutrition, as well as videos, workouts, and inspirational encouragement to keep you motivated and going. Before you head off to the rest of your day, make sure that you're focusing on water and nutrition. So for water, try to consume as much water as you can. If you haven't had any surgeries yet, or if you're just striving to bring your water up, the goal ideally is 1 gallon a day. I know that's a lot. We all have to start somewhere. And then for nutrition, right after you work out, in order to repair and build muscle, you want to go after low fat, but you want to have a higher carb, unrefined carbs, and also at least try to get 20 grams of a lean protein in right after you work out. So thank you for having me, and be sure to stay tuned and come back for more.